and welcome to this special edition brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network. My name is Blessing Munatsi, and today we're talking to the city of Harare, which is central to service delivery as well as development of Harare's capital. And I'm joined, of course, by the Corporate Communications Manager for the city of Harare, Mr. Michael Chideme. It's always a pleasure having you, sir.
Thank you, Blessing.
Now, the city of Harare has a vision to achieve world-class city status by the year 2025. Where are we? Are we on progress?
Yes, we are on track, but we continue to hammer the point that everybody should come on board so that the dream is realized. The dream for a world-class city is not only achieved at townhouse, but is also achieved from the household level. When the residents of Harare begin to buy the vision, begin to see themselves as a world-class city, and maybe have a world-class home, a world-class surrounding, then we are good to go. So as a city, we're still hammering, and our vision, our plans are all geared for a world-class city by 2025.
And let's look at the mission. The mission then goes on to talk of provision of first-class service delivery, but also of investment. The city has made a deliberate effort of coming up with an investment policy document. What are the investment opportunities in the city in line with urban renewal projects?
Right now, if as you enter this exhibition hall, you see we have a master plan that is under review. The master plan is addressing or is informing the urban renewal programs in the city. The urban renewal programs are starting with, for example, the road infrastructure. Right now we have done some roundabouts in Harare, the one on Harare and Gaydon, the one on High Glen, and now we have a very massive plan for a road interchange at Mbuzi to try and ease congestion at Mbuzi, ease the traffic flow in and out of the city and to various suburbs. That is part of the urban renewal program. But then the Mbuzi project connects very well with the Mkuvisi corridor development plan, which the city is now pursuing. The Mkuvisi development plan starts from the hillside area, the Mkuvisi woodland area, into hillside, Arcadia, Braeside, until we get to the Mbuzi roundabout. In this area, we are talking of the renewal, especially of housing developments in Mbare, the apartments in Mbare. We have open spaces in Mbare where we are saying we need to construct new structures that resonate with the world-class vision of the city. We are not only confined to Mbare. We have what we call the enterprise corridor and the second street corridor, right? What we are saying is the local development plans for those areas are being reviewed under the review of the master plan. The review is to say there's an affinity right now by business to concentrate on those corridors in terms of, like, if you go along Enterprise Road, you see restaurants, radio stations, service stations setting up shop along that road. So we are planning with the people in mind, because that's what the people want. We are not planning for them, but with them, because the people are saying we want to set our businesses along these corridors. There are a lot more corridors that the city is replanning and reviewing to attract investors along those corridors.
In terms of investment, obviously it's going to be a challenge in terms of attracting the foreign investor. There's a lot of competition in the region, but the local investor, is there anything being done to attract the local investor, possibly public-private partnerships?
Right. The biggest incentive that the city is doing to the local investor is to review the local development plans to suit what the market wants. Because if you go along Enterprise Road, some of the investments happening along that road are by locals. If you go along 2nd Street, they are by locals. So the local investor is very much into what the city is doing. And the local investor is also the one who is asking for the change of use, for the review of those local development plans. So yes, we want the foreign investors to come, but they can only come when they see that the locals have confidence in their own economy, in their own city. So the city is concentrating now on the locals and reviewing its policies to make sure the locals also speak positive of the environment, the investment environment within the city. What you see here in this hall, this is a clear testimony that the city is for the informal sector. The words that are here are from the community, from the various wards within the city. I can point to a few. Those glass bottles are from Mavuku, some of them are from Kuwadzana and the Mbare. The city is a conscience in terms of the informal sector.
Is the city coordinating all these projects?
Yes, under the housing department, we have what we call the social services that goes to the community, organizes the women and the youth into groups so that they can start manufacturing these items, right? So some of the items that are here are used from recyclable material. There's money in waste, so we don't throw all the waste away.
You did highlight the importance of Harare residents playing their part. As we head to a close, maybe what is your message to the people of Harare?
Yes, the city says to the people of Harare, don't let things only happen at townhouse. Let's do things together. The city is ours together. Let's plan together, and where necessary, let's speak with one voice.
Mr. Michael Chideme, thank you so much for your time and giving us your insight into the vision of the city of Harare.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure having you. Mr. Michael Chideme, the Corporate Communications Manager for the city of Harare, giving us an insight into the vision 2025 of turning Harare into a world-class city status. Also telling us about the different opportunities in terms of investment that are abound in the city, as well as the role of the city of Harare in social services and development of the youth as well as women, making that clarion call to the Harare residents that this is not only for the city council, it can only be done with the people of Harare. This broadcast has been brought to you by Zimbabwe's television network. My name is Munatsi, and it has been an absolute pleasure.